New York.
New York.
Pacers.
Pacers. You're going to guarantee that?
Guarantee!
I know something's crazy because we over
No,
here.
ain't nothing happening.
No. Why would anything like that?
Oh, my God.
French bulldog.
Pull out the dogs out.
French bulldog.
Look at these little cuties.
You know why we got these? Because they look just like your dog, Kenny.
No.
Your dog. That's what they are. They're
We get to
French
keep 'em?
bulldogs.
Look at these little puppies.
Come on. Come on.
That's so cute. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Shaq. I was like, what the hey, Shaq. What's coming out of here? No, that's Shaq.
Oh, look at this guy.
Get to keep one?
You can buy one. You can buy a dog anytime, Shaq.
Hey.
Do we get to keep one?
Hey, Pop.
These things are so cute.
Hey, this is
You want one?
tremendous. How can you have a bunch of dogs like this running? Huh? Hey, how are you, Pops?
Hey, y'all, who let the dogs out?
This might be the best thing y'all ever did in TNT. This might be the best.
What are you?
I thought it was raccoons at first.
Oh, yeah, raccoons.
Who let the raccoons out?
Hey, what the heck? What's going on, man? Oh, I saw these little things running around. Look how cute they are.
Well, they were raccoons.
All these dogs on my...
Mitch Moss, Paulie Howard here. Follow the money on VSiN. Game 2, Indy and the Knicks. Paulie, what's the play?
We're going over. 2 top 10 offenses. Pacers number 2 in pace, and in the regular season against the Knicks had 8 30-point quarters against them in the regular season.
Good luck betting Game 2 tonight.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NBA, and during the playoffs, new customers can bet $5 and pocket $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app, use promo code SCREEN when you sign up.
Only from SimpliSafe, 24/7 lifeguard protection allows SimpliSafe agents to help stop crime in real time.
Stop. Police are on their way.
For instant intruder deterrence and faster police response. Now get 40% off the SimpliSafe system. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Rose Sparks, engineered for the spontaneous. A dual-action formula with the active ingredients of Viagra and
in the clutch as it gets.
Our ways, we have to play real hard.
Game 1 belongs to the New York Knicks.
I just know that we're going to fight every single day. We're going to have to learn some things for game 2. As a collective, we need to be better.
What a dunk from Neesmith.
This is going to be a series here.
The golden hour in New York City. Beautiful sunset on this Wednesday night. A sold-out Madison Square Garden, and game faces are on. Jalen Brunson went for 43 in game one, 21 of those in the fourth quarter. Tyrese Haliburton looking for a bounce back. He struggled in game one. The Pacers need him here in game two. We welcome you to second round coverage on TNT. It is presented by Wingstop. Great crowd, loud crowd at the world's most famous arena. The 6th seed, the Indiana Pacers, the 2 seed, the New York Knicks. Knicks up 1-0 in this best of 7 as we get set for game 2. And hi, everybody. Welcome from Madison Square Garden. I'm Brian Anderson. Stan Van Gundy is here. Chris Haynes, our reporter. And the boogeyman has arrived. Reggie, welcome to the party, my friend.
Look, I've been called a lot of names in this building. Boogeyman, the Slender Man, even Candyman. But this man is ready for an exciting game, too.
I heard a few other names as you walked out on the floor here tonight.
You can't say those on air.
Say something nice about the Knicks, though, Reggie. What a performance on Monday in game one.
Well, it starts with Jalen Brunson. He's arguably been the best player in these playoffs, averaging 42 points over his last 5 games. But to me, the heart and soul, when you think about the Knicks, it's Josh Hart. This young man brings it at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he keeps possessions alive on the offensive glass, and his toughness. And, Coach, since we're talking about energy, don't you think that if you're Tyrese Haliburton, you've got to have more than 6 shots here in game 2?
There's no question. 6 shots, none in the fourth. They need a more aggressive Tyrese Haliburton, and they've got to keep the pressure on and the pace up if they're going to get a win tonight.
Haliburton, an all-star, 36 minutes, just those 6 points as we check the Kia starting lineup. Same starting 5s on the floor as we saw in game 1. The players are on the floor ready to go. Mark Davis, Josh Tiven, J.B. DeRosa, our 3-man officiating crew. And let's get this thing going in game 2. Knicks and Pacers.
Why are my palms sweaty right now, right?
Feels like
what
that
is
game
going
time.
on with me?
Got a different vibe in here, and Nembhard lays it in, and that's how the scoring starts tonight, Coach.
Well, and points in the paint. Pacers lead the league during the regular season, and they had 64 the other night. They're going to be on the attack.
Both of these teams won their Game 6 matchups in round 1 last Wednesday. That meant they had 3 days off before Game 1 Monday. Now it's going to be every other day for the foreseeable future here, on through Game 5, possibly even Game 6, as the Knicks turn it over on their first possession. So, Reggie, now the question bears, can the Knicks take this kind of load with minutes and continue as they have so far?
Well, that's why if you're Rick Carlisle and the Pacers, you've got to play the long game. But it starts with getting a Game 2 victory here, because if you play the long game, they're benched 46-3 advantage in Game 1. And if Coach Tibbs is only going to play 6, possibly 7 guys, you've got to take the longer the series, the advantage for Indiana.
But they've got to keep the pace up, Reg.
Yes. And they can't do what they just turnovers. You can't have turnovers.
Right, and the other night, Rick Carlisle talked about it. They've got to foul less. Sent the Knicks to the line 26 times, 10 in the fourth. That slows the pace.
Jalen Brunson knocks down a mid-range jumper. He is on some kind of heater right now, something that we have not seen in a long time. He's got 4 straight 40-point games. Nembhard guarded by DiVincenzo. And now Haliburton, willing this time. 3-pointer, no good. And there's Anunoby with a rebound. All eyes on Tyrese Haliburton as this second round gets started. And the Pacers need him to be that big scorer and playmaker. Anunoby fouled on his way in. And Anunoby will go to the line. Been a difference maker. He and Siakam, teammates in Toronto. That'll be a big part of the storyline in this series. And both, when at it, head-to-head quite often guarding each other in Game 1.
Well, they're familiar with one another, obviously, with their time in Toronto. But something I've seen already, and Coach Carlisle kind of alluded to this to us earlier, is giving Jalen Brunson different looks. Nembhard has started on him, but on this possession down, it was Nesmith getting a bigger and more stronger defender giving him different looks, kind of throw him off balance, Coach.
Yeah, and then look, Nembhard's a really good defender, but the other night, game 1, I had Brunson 9 for 11 against Nembhard. He was able to just get those pull-up jump shots over the top.
Siakam kicked it. Anunoby knocked it out of his hands, but Siakam stays with it and lays it in.
And Reggie can answer this question I've been asking you, Brian. On that play like that, Reg,
yes,
does Siakam get an assist as well as a bucket for that?
Kicked it to himself. DiVincenzo hit the big shot in game 1. The Villanova trio has been so impressive all year, and they've upticked their game in the playoffs. As Anunoby going right at Turner. Strong bucket by OG.
How good has he been in these playoffs? He was fantastic in that Sixers series in game 1. Just here's another turnover.
And back on the Knicks. Anunoby wasn't looking, recovers. Brunson finds DiVincenzo, the three-pointer. No good. Turner clears. It's not that the Knicks don't want to run either. We talk about Indiana's pace, Coach. The Knicks are more than willing to get out in transition. We saw a lot of that in game 1.
20 fast break points. The Knicks lead the NBA in fast break points in the playoffs.
Shot clock at 3. Siakam missed it. Guarded by Hartenstein. Anunoby will bring it up, puts his head down, gives it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein can be a playmaker from there.
He's an excellent passer for a big man.
Good work by Nembhard, closing out Brunson.
Got to stay down now. You can't go for the fake.
Shot clock to 3. Hart in traffic. Wow. Slippery through the lane. Able to lay it in.
Yes, Brunson gets the headlines, but to me, Hart is what makes this team go.
Siakam kept it alive. Haliburton puts it in.
Well, Haliburton's already got half as many shots as he took in game 1. That's a good sign for Indiana.
And your stat about the fourth quarter as well. Haliburton with no field goal attempts.
Yeah, and also no assists and 3 turnovers in that quarter.
Nembhard picks up the foul. Called by J.B. DeRosa.
Josh Hart here, just taking the ball off the bounce here. Splits 2 Pacers and able to finish. Nembhard is being aggressive on Brunson here.
Hartenstein. Oh, he missed the dunk. Miles Turner certainly affected that shot. Haliburton gives it to Turner. Turner drives, missed it. A follow by Siakam. Good action for the Pacers.
That's the pace they want right there. Taking advantage of the missed dunk.
Coach in game 1.
Oh, he's hurt.
It looks like he's hurt.
Brunson got hurt, bumped knees, knee to knee.
I think he took one to the
area than the
midsection.
Trying to be diplomatic here.
Lays it in. He'll be all right. He'll just need a moment. Half the population could understand. Brunson is going to need a minute here.
Well, he's not going to get it.
No, not with the Pacers. They rev it up quick. Haliburton knifes through, is fouled. And free throws coming for Tyrese Haliburton, who is noticeably more aggressive here in game 2. Let's hear from Chuck and Kenny. How about a word from FanDuel?
Hey, Chuck. Yes, sir. Don't forget to download the FanDuel Sports app. It's got live betting, live parlays. It pays instantly. It even got public enemy #1 in New York City, Reggie Miller. But will Brunson make it 5 straight games with 40 points or more?
He will not get 40 tonight.
Not get 40?
He will not get 40.
Reggie, public enemy #1.
That's not true.
I'm well received here.
Yes.
Now, maybe not the way that Kenny is, because he's from the city, but they love me here, guys.
And
I don't know if they love you, but they have great respect for you. Let's put it that way.
They love a guy who, as Reggie mentioned, has the deed to Madison Square Garden. Did you bring the deed with you?
I always bring the deed. I always bring the deed. It's my second home.
It's been good fun. That's a strong basket, man. Anunoby shot out of a cannon here to start this game 2.
Well, Anunoby only averaged a little over 10 in the first 2 playoff games of the year. He's averaged 17 since then.
Haliburton passed up a step back. Nembhard will oblige. Nembhard missed it. Anunoby's got the rebound. OG Anunoby had 13 points, 9 boards in game 1. Was excellent defensively as always. And the player that really unlocked The New York Knicks goes for the shot fake. Anunoby missed it. Hartenstein is there. Hartenstein puts it back. Timeout, Rick Carlisle. One thing the Pacers cannot afford is offensive rebounds against, Reg.
And this is what the Knicks do. They do it primarily in the fourth quarter, but they're starting off the first here, attacking the glass.
Man, we can't buy a bucket.
You know what you do? Your team can't buy a bucket.
You gonna say buy a bucket of Corona, huh?
No. Your bucket, Mr. Manning?
Oh, who ordered these? You think you slick. You're not slick.
I got you this leave right here.
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, sure.
It's Pam. You're supposed to say nice to meet you, man. What do you want in life?
I want to be world heavyweight champion and to be with my family. We could be one of those modern super couples. We can do anything.
The Iron Claw, rated R, streaming May 10th exclusively on Max.
Let's try this again. What do you see?
My first championship in Houston. Second championship. Charles not winning a championship.
Kitty, let's try and stay positive.
Oh, I'm positive he didn't win a ring.
Oh, my God.
Welcome back to New York, where you see that gorgeous view of those skyscrapers. I'm Chris Haynes. Tyrese Haliburton spoke with me this morning for about 5 to 10 minutes, and he talked about only shooting 6 shots in Game 1. He said Game 1 was on him. He put that loss on him. He even told his teammates such. He said, I cannot shoot 6 shots in Game 2. He said, matter of fact, I got to shoot way more than 6 shots. He said sometimes with his game, when he's being aggressive, that means he's getting everybody else involved. But he said he lost sight of his own self on the offensive end. And already he has 3 shots up in his first quarter with 4 points. Guys, how do you feel Tyrese has looked thus far?
Well, definitely more aggressive and looking towards the rim. But again, and here's his 4th shot right here. Doesn't get it to go, but you got to continue to be aggressive. And, Coach, I was telling you, he should have had 6 shot attempts on the bus on the way here. What a pass there by Hartenstein. And OG again. What a start for OG and the Knicks.
Well, OG being very aggressive, and as you said earlier, Reg, Hartenstein, an outstanding passer.
Turner denied at the rim. Haliburton sets up Toppin. Toppin and McConnell on the floor for the first time.
We already have our 3rd primary defender on Brunson.
Brunson in traffic. And here's Anunoby. He's finding himself open again, and he cashes another one in. And Anobi, 10 points to start this game in the first 6.5 minutes. 9-0, Knicks run. They lead at 18-10. McConnell, no look to Haliburton. That's what he needed to see right there.
Needed it.
First three-pointer for Tyrese Haliburton.
5 shots already.
There's that pass. T.J. McConnell here picking up Brunson full.
Offensive foul. Josh Tibbin.
No foul.
I beg your pardon.
Shot clock problem.
There you go.
Or clock problem. But yeah, they started the game with Nembhard on him. Then they went with Nesmith on Brunson. And now when McConnell's in the game, he'll play him almost all the time, pick him up full court. Had the most success against him in game 1.
And Coach, the greats, they get that, right? You're going to get 3 or 4 different guys, give you different looks, size difference, speed difference, just to try to throw you off balance.
And as much of a menace as McConnell was defensively, he dropped 18 points in game 1, had 3 assists, 3 steals in the game. Anunoby's got the hot hand to start. That one short. McConnell will run the break. Pacers push it. Toppin sprinting down the floor. Misses the layup. Hart clears the board, but Toppin knocked it out of his hands. Nesmith secures it. That's going to be Indiana ball here.
No, they're going to reverse it.
Yeah, okay. So
Knicks basketball. I love the hustle here.
That's
by
great.
Nesmith right here. He just couldn't get the ball out of his hands. You see that shoulder there, right there on the baseline. Good call there by the official. Again, I'm not surprised. The hustle plays from both of these teams here. They both play with a lot of grit.
Pacers had the game where they wanted it in game 1. Going into the fourth quarter, matter of fact, a few minutes into that fourth quarter, took a 9-point lead, but it all fell apart for the Pacers as the Knicks got back into their style of play. Here's DiVincenzo for 3. Got it. Corner 3 for the big Ragu.
Another assist for Hartenstein. They blitzed Brunson. Brunson got the ball to Hartenstein, able to make the next play.
Hartenstein's got 3 assists already. Playmaker out of the middle of the paint. Good ball movement here. Nesmith. Back iron. Brunson the rebound. Knicks lead at 21-13. We approach the 4-minute mark. Brunson. Three-pointer is good. Timeout. Brunson puts the Knicks up 11. Stay tuned for a sneak peek at Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Tickets on sale now, only in theaters Memorial Day weekend.
This is our destiny. The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
It looks like we're safe to see how you feel in the morning. All right. Just for tonight.
Look, things may seem fine out there, but you need to watch out for diseases. Tell me, does this look okay? Oh, how do I protect myself? With the new Scott's Healthy Plus Slow Food. It's the only product that prevents 27 diseases, while feeding on grass will help keep you long healthy this season. Let me show you how to do it. I think I can use this one. Pick up a bag of the new Scott's Healthy Plus laundry today.
Some congestion, fatigue, no dizziness.
Hartenstein again. He's been the early connector here with those 3 assists. Want to know how good the Knicks are with OG Anunoby on the floor? They are 25-5. He's played 30 games with the Knicks, had elbow surgery, and missed significant time after the trade. They're a different team with him on the floor. Toppin in the corner. Obi Toppin hits a corner 3 coming out of that timeout. Toppin, the former Knick. And a turnover poked away from behind by Toppin.
And Rick Carlisle wants a transition take foul,
sure
and I think that is what Mark Davis called. He did.
Sure will.
And that's a good call.
So it'll be a one-shot technical, and the ball here. Haliburton will do the honors. So no clear path, but the take foul is in place, which will give the Pacers a free one. And Haliburton, one of the great free throw shooters in the game. So you pick up a bonus point and the ball here. 3:32 remaining in this first quarter.
Here comes Precious Achiuwa here for the Knicks. Now remember, the Knicks aren't playing a lot of players here, but Precious now moves up with the injury to Mitchell Robinson. Out probably the rest of this second round here.
6 to 8 weeks is the call as TJ McConnell lays it in. So no Mitchell Robinson. Of course, Julius Randle and Bojan Bogdanovic will not appear this postseason either. Deuce McBride off the bench. He finds DiVincenzo. Haliburton the rebound. Haliburton. No look out to the corner. Neesmith cashes it in. Some contact there after the shot as well.
Oh, that's a violation.
Sure is.
And again, the full court pressure by Indiana after a made field goal. We saw a lot of this in game 1, Coach.
New York struggled the entire night getting the ball inbounds. Not only in full court press, but side out of bounds.
Here's the 3. Easily could have been a 4-point play by Neesmith. And look at Hart. Couldn't find anyone. That reminds me of Mason when he couldn't get the ball in.
Oh, man. Nice, Reggie. Here's Toppin as he lays it in. So a turnaround here for the Pacers
out there.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. And as good as Josh Hart is as a player and for everything he does, he is not a great inbounder. He has struggled with that throughout his career.
How about the Pacers put 11 quick points on the board in less than a minute. And this 11-0 run has tied the game at 24. DiVincenzo for Achiuwa. Great pass. Achiuwa the finish. Pacers come right back at him. Then Shepherd getting some minutes here late first. Shepherd hit a couple of threes in game 1. Haliburton probes. Haliburton will take it himself with the reverse, and we're tied at 26.
And what did Coach Carlisle tell us? The ball was sticking too much in Haliburton's hand in game 1. He's got to give it up. The ball has energy. It will re-find him. What a start here by Haliburton. Double figures here.
Jalen Brunson has left the floor. Keep an eye on that. Chris keeping watch. Not sure if that's just routine or something's going on with Brunson. It's Hart, little mid-range baseline jumper, and Hart hits his second basket of the game. Quickly the Pacers come back. Haliburton gets a play off the ball with McConnell on the floor. And this time Haliburton sets up McConnell. Offensive board here, and Haliburton for 3.
Well, New York sort of getting beaten at their own game here.
Yes, sir,
That's
Coach.
5 offensive rebounds for Indiana for 7 second chance points.
13 first quarter points. Right back on the other end. Achua puts the Knicks back in front.
And they have numbers here, Indiana.
Haliburton. Top it up there high, kept it alive, but Hart secures it. Nobody better.
This is where Hart's great, going coast to coast.
And he does go coast to coast. And he adds to the Knicks lead. Under a minute to go in the first quarter.
This is a need to build that wall.
Good catch, good finish, and a foul. Obi Toppin, the former Knick, going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Well, Obi was so good in game one off the bench for Indiana. Has good hands, good size, just throw it to the rim, let his athleticism be able to finish and do the rest.
You're watching the NBA on TNT. It is brought to you by the 3-row Kia Sorrento, built for the unstoppable. Kia, the official automotive partner of the NBA. Obi Toppin, his brother Jacob, still a member of this Knicks ball club. Got to be a thrill for the Toppins to watch this. He can't finish off a three-point chance. And sprinting down the floor in a two-handed jam.
Okay, that's terrible defense.
Thank you, Coach. That can happen.
Give that up off of a free throw. Your defense should be set to not be back and to give up a dunk that easily is inexcusable.
Anunoby, 12 first quarter points. Siakam over Anunoby, rattles one home.
Well, Indiana just living in the paint, though. T.J. McConnell getting down there this time and creating a shot. We've seen Haliburton in there.
I like the full court pressure here, but after a first couple seconds, you got to find your man and lock in here.
Deuce McBride guarded by T.J. McConnell. McBride limited minutes in game one. He's going to pull it from the free throw line. He'll cash it in. So McBride able to score. Played 11 minutes and was scoreless in game one. Toppin, late clock. Toppin is fouled with .3 left in the first quarter. Obi Toppin will go to the line and shoot three. McBride with the foul.
Let's see if there was any contact down low. Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty obvious foul.
That's easy.
You're right. That's an easy call for Mark Davis. I always wonder when players complain about those. If it were the other way,
you would want it.
Deuce McBride would be going crazy if he didn't get that call.
Toppin, a 77% free throw shooter during the regular season, and hits his first after missing the free throw on the back end of the and one. So Toppin now 8 for 11 in this playoff run for Indiana. The 6 games against Milwaukee, winning at home at Gainbridge Fieldhouse to win a playoff series for the first time in a decade. Last time they won a playoff series, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2014. And for Rick Carlisle, it was his first series win as a head coach since he was the head man with the Mavericks. And the Mavericks, of course, went on to win the NBA Finals that season, won a championship in 2011.
With those 3 free throws, Ty Ballgame here, if you're Coach Thibs and the Knicks, you're shooting 76% from the field, 50 from 3, but yet you're tied at the end of 1.
Story is Haliburton, 13 first quarter points after just 6 total points in game 1. Second round coverage on TNT is presented by Wingstop. We're tied after 1.
Max?
Coach gonna kill me.
After game one, Tyrese Haliburton, 2 of 6 from the field. Didn't even take a field goal attempt in the second half. But boy, has he come out and put the Pacers on his back. Our own Chris Haynes had a chance to speak with Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle about his star.
Coach, I overheard you in one of your timeout huddles saying, it's okay, guys, they're hitting tough shots. You're pleased what you guys are doing defensively?
Well, we can do better, but they did hit some tough shots during that stretch where we had to call the second timeout, and it's just important for us when it gets a little frantic to stay the course. We made a good run back, and now we got a tie game, so we're okay.
Haliburton looks like a different creature tonight. What have you seen where he was able to find his rhythm?
It's just an attitude. It's just an attitude. You know, we're moving the ball better. We're finding him. He's getting better situations to attack, and we just got to keep going with it.
Appreciate the time, Coach. Thank you. Yeah, Haliburton was great, but this Pacer bench again. Obi Toppin 10 points in the first quarter, and T.J. McConnell 6 assists.
T.J. McConnell just turns it over. Looking for the first basket of this second quarter. We're keeping eyes out on Jalen Brunson as well. Chris Haynes is back there. He has not returned to the floor just yet. Remember, he took that shot to the one in that first quarter. He left at the 3:32 mark. The Knicks, at that time, were up 7. Pacers went on that run. All even after the first quarter play here in game 2 as Siakam shoots over Hart, can't get it to go. Hart with a rebound.
Right now, this pace favors the Pacers, right? They want to play fast, and they play so many players as Hart, again, owning that paint. He's going to get a trip to the free throw line.
Reg, in transition, coast to coast. The only guys better, in my opinion, coast to coast in the league are Giannis and LeBron James.
Yeah.
Like, Hart is great taking the ball 94 feet.
2 for Hart here. Trying to put the first points on the board in this second quarter, and does so. Hey, a reminder, you can watch hit shows like Up and Adams and Run It Back with the FanDuel TV Plus app. It's available for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV connected devices. Josh Hart, 24 points on 9 of 13 shooting in game 1. Had the 1 3-pointer. 24 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, and played all 48 minutes. For the 3rd time in the 7 games of this playoff run for the Knicks, he played every minute. T.J. McConnell gets loose and scores a jumper.
They cannot keep T.J. McConnell out of the paint. They weren't able to in game 1, and they haven't been able to tonight.
Deuce McBride getting extended minutes here. Isaiah Jackson started this quarter, and McBride goes right by him, and Jackson fouls him. Jackson was an impact player for the Pacers in game 1, starting in the first quarter. Mitchell Robinson is out of this series, so we'll see how effective he can be.
And this is what the Knicks did primarily in that fourth quarter of game 1 to their advantage. Too much fouling from the Pacers, and now this allows the Knicks to rest and set their defense at the other end. Coach Carlisle, the Pacers, they've got to play without fouling. They want to make this a windshield wiper type game. You've got to wear down New York here. Stop fouling.
Totally agree, but it's been a problem all year. They led the league, or were last in the league, however you want to look at it, in opponents' free throw attempts, giving up 26 a night. So this isn't a new problem for Indiana.
But it's more glaring this time of year.
It sure is. And especially, like you said, Reg, against a team like New York, where you want to keep the pace up and wear them down.
Tom Thibodeau wanted to challenge this call, didn't get it in time.
And now
Jackson scores and 1.
And it's going to result in a possible 3-point play and another assist for T.J. McConnell.
Yeah, Deuce McBride was convinced that it was last touch by a Pacer. That play over here a moment ago, Thibodeau was imploring the officials to get the timeout and challenge. He didn't get it. Josh Tippett had already given the ball to put it in bounds, and Jackson takes advantage.
Pass there by McConnell.
And Jackson puts 3 on the board, and the Pacers getting great production from their bench already. Been a big story They're going to outscore the Knicks bench. That's a given. But what they're doing in this postseason is impressive. And it was the best scoring bench in the NBA in the regular season as well.
Knicks just trying to hang in there right now until they can get Brunson back out of the locker room, hopefully healthy.
Here's Ben Shepherd for three in the corner. Back comes Josh Hart.
I've been so impressed with Ben Shepherd all season long. The rookie shows no fear, and you see the trust factor that Rick Carlisle has in him.
Anunoby hits another. 15 for Anunoby. The 12 he had in the corner, the most in a playoff game he's had in his career. And this is playoff game number 35 for OG. McConnell doesn't get the bounce. That's Hart. His hand was higher than all.
Here we go.
Josh Hart probing. Deuce McBride. He's willing, and he missed it. Hart again. Ball's going around the horn. Anunoby drives it. Traffic. Achua gives it right back. Anunoby fires. McConnell outraces Hart. TJ McConnell to the corner. Toppin wanted it. Toppin, he's got it.
Unselfish play once again by McConnell. Had a wide open 8-footer and saw that Toppin had an uncontested three-pointer from the corner. And Toppin's been on fire now. 13 points here in this first half.
That was his second three-pointer made. Deuce McBride off the dribble. And that's Siakam with the rebound. Andrew Nembhard is soon to be checking in this game. I think Carlisle is kind of waiting for Brunson. Look at that. Siakam, athletic move, and with the left hand he finishes.
Against his former teammate. Looks like the Knicks going to call a timeout here to regroup.
So no Jalen Brunson. We're still awaiting word. Been out since the 3.5-minute mark of the first quarter. And the Pacers are taking advantage. They lead it by 6. Quarter 2 in game 2.
importantly, the moments you can't get anywhere else.
That's why I love the playoffs, man.
The playoffs are the most fun time of the year.
They're unpredictable, and they're going to be amazing.
NBA TV, this is the place to be.
I used to love talking to you, but you got that thing on tonight. I'm just messing with you. How you doing? Life good?
Be on your best behavior.
You too.
Yeah.
Nah, we good, we good, we good. We good, we living. He can't guard you, oh. He can't guard you, oh. Yeah! Yes, sir, G. Yeah!
Thanks to Precious Achua, TJ McConnell for wearing the microphones for us tonight. Taking you inside the game as Anunoby finds Hartenstein. Wraps it back, fires it down. Anunoby having a complete game to start this one tonight. Stuff in that stat sheet. That's his second assist. He's got 3 boards, 15 first half points for OG. And that's who Achua was referencing as he can't guard you, Aaron E. Smith gives it up. Nembhard got all day in the corner, maybe too much time. And Hart just tips it back, but into the hands of Jackson. Nembhard drives it, leaves it. Shepherd in the corner. That one's true.
Nice job relocating Rook. That's what we would have said over there on the bench. Again, this young man shows 0 for TJ McConnell went down. Hard pick there.
Rick Carlisle is incensed on that bench as Anunoby sticks the landing on another one. 18 for OG Anunoby.
New York just trying to hang in there, Reggie, with Jalen Brunson out.
OG's carrying him.
Inside Shepherd.
8 now off the bench for Shepherd.
Shepherd had 8 in game 1 in 18 minutes. Had a couple of boards, couple of assists. The rookie, a 4-year player out of Belmont.
Already 28 bench points for the Pacers. They had 46 in game 1.
Neesmith trying to stay with Anunoby. Just drops him. He's fouled. Anunoby, strong like bull, going to the basket. And free throws coming for OG Anunoby.
TJ McConnell now off the bench with 9 assists, finding Shepherd. And Coach, I don't remember OG having this type of offensive arsenal when he was playing for Toronto.
Not at all, and even through most of this year, he's really picked it up here in the playoffs.
A reminder, you're watching the NBA on TNT. It's brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And brought to you by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Connell now headed to the bench, having words with the officials. He thought that was an offensive foul at half court.
Anunoby hits the free throw. So OG putting together a big game here since Jalen Brunson left in the first quarter. Pacers having some success here. Remember, they were down 7, and we don't know this is where it occurred, but something happened here. He did play a few more minutes after this, but we have not seen him since.
That's why I was thinking it was like knee to the thigh, the inner thigh, possibly. You thought it was something else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think he'd be back from that, so I think you were right, Reg. But they're minus 11 since he left the game. They were minus 8 in the 4.5 minutes he missed the other night, so they have struggled in those areas.
DiVincenzo loses it out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. Excellent defense by Turner running the floor, making it tough on DiVincenzo, who is a high flyer.
Turner was so good offensively in game 1. Hasn't scratched tonight.
Matched up with Hartenstein here. Nembhard against McBride. Pacers lead it by 4. And Hart, good catch. He recovered and he scored. Haliburton was there. And the ball was loose for a moment. Good pass by Hartenstein. Picks up his 4th assist. Nembhard finds Haliburton. Haliburton steps back for three. Another one is true for Tyrese Haliburton.
Well, he knew that Hartenstein wasn't going to be able to recover to that three-point line. Nice recognition there by Haliburton.
That's his third made three. Haliburton's got 16. Great bounce back for Haliburton here in game 2. Anunoby's been the offense here in the first half. And out to it.
Oh, gosh,
with the left.
Yeah.
Wow. 22 for OG Anunoby. Pacers come back quickly. Haliburton to Turner. A highlight here in the second quarter.
Now that can get you going right there if you're Miles Turner. First field goal of the evening here.
That's great Pacer ball.
DiVincenzo working around Hartenstein. Quick jump, no good. Hartenstein offensive board. Hard probing, deflection, Haliburton. So that'll be Knicks ball with 9 to shoot. As we take a look at our AT&T connected cam.
Well, when you're struggling, you want to get an easy one and an easy look. And this is too easy here for Miles Turner, who's on the scoring tablet now with 2 points.
Coach, the way he rolls, the way he pops, he's such a problem defensively for the opposition.
He sure is. He can beat you a lot of ways.
5 to shoot here. Hartenstein, that little push shot, missed it. Turner with a rebound. Pacers lead it by 5. They push it. Haliburton. Oh, good pass. Siakam finishes it off. The look away.
And what I love about Tyrese, he always has his head up on a swivel, right? You thought he was getting ready to find the trailer and Turner. Nice job there by Siakam, getting open down low.
We are awaiting word on Jalen Brunson. Have not gotten one yet from the Knicks locker room. Chris Haynes is waiting. We'll give it to you as soon as we get it. Little shot fake, he missed it, he got his own, he missed that one. And Siakam with the rebound, Haliburton.
Keep running if you're the Pacers. Remember, the Knicks, they don't have a lot of depth.
Neesmith for 3. No good. Josh Hart with the board. And knocked out of bounds, and we did get an update here. Let's check in with Chris Haynes. What'd you learn, Chris?
It's a little bit of a surprise. Jalen Brunson experiencing a sore right foot, and he is questionable to return.
Okay. Wow, sore right foot is the word from the Knicks locker room. And that changes things for Tom Thibodeau, maybe more than any player changes things for a head coach in these playoffs right now. Haliburton left wide open, and he does not miss. And a primal yell into the Madison Square Garden crowd.
19 now for Haliburton, 4 of 6 from downtown. You talk about answering the bell. Everyone talking about the struggles of Haliburton after game 1. He has answered the bell here in game 2.
Keep working.
this? On this day, 1970, Willis Reed emerging from the shadows, an emotional lift in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. And 25 years later, Reggie Miller dropping 8 points in 9 seconds. That was on this day yesterday, May 7th. That was Game 1 of the conference semis, and Reggie is back with us. And what a memory. That'll live all time, Reggie. One of the all-time great moments.
I'll tell you what, this is, in my opinion, the best building in our league. Knowledgeable fans, crowd, atmosphere.
DiVincenzo, tough bucket on the finger roll. We'll stand it. It may have been Willis Reed's moment, but it was also Walt Frazier's game, we should note, in 1970. What a
6
performance.
points and 19 assists.
Yes. And NBA champs. Hard to believe that was, so that was on this date. That was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're only in the second round these days. Haliburton is feeling it right now.
He is on one, and the adjustment out of that timeout was to have Josh Hart guarded him as opposed to Dante. But again, giving up the ball early, Haliburton, and it's finding him.
Absolutely. And the Pacers, that's the way they're at their best. Their ball and player movement is probably the best in the NBA.
McBride finds Hartenstein. That one goes. That's his spot right there.
Anytime a Knick starts the drive baseline, Hartenstein's going to go right to the dotted circle, and they know he's going to be there.
That was a heat check shot right there by Tyrese.
Precious Achiuwa finds DiVincenzo. He's surrounded. Hartenstein sets him up again. That quick release by DiVincenzo. Dante at the big three in Game 1 late. With 40 seconds to go. Knicks are within 6. Hard a handful on Nembhard, but he gets by him. And now Turner drives. Turner missed it. Got his own and puts it back.
Great job staying with it there.
Good job not going right through the chest of Hartenstein, picking up an offensive foul as well.
Knicks' biggest lead was 11 in that first quarter. Pacers' biggest lead, 11. They're up 8 here as we go under a minute. DiVincenzo once again. And it is Turner. Pushes it up ahead to Nembhard. Jalen Brunson out of this game since late in the first. And the Pacers continue to push it. 10-point Pacer lead here with 45 seconds left.
That's 32 points in the paint already.
And what Aaron Nesmith is saying right now, that Dante stopping in front of him. We kind of saw this in years past from Chris Paul, when he would get ahead of you and just kind of stop and make the defender come on his back. That's a nice job there by Dante.
First foul on Nesmith, who got into foul trouble.
Alec Burks in the game.
1. Yeah, Alec Burks. So Tom Thibodeau's having to go deeper into his bench. McBride playing big minutes here with no Jalen Brunson. Chris Haynes reporting a right foot injury.
Well, Alec Burks in his first game with the Knicks this year on his second go-round played against the Pacers here and had 22 points.
Achiuwa hangs and finishes. Achiuwa pressed into the rotation as well. Had some good games against Indiana in the regular season. Getting extended minutes here as Mitchell Robinson's going to be out for the playoffs. 20 seconds to go. Haliburton finds Nembhard. Shot fake, steps into one. Got it.
Old school basketball right there. It's okay to take a mid-range shot, right? Especially in the playoffs, right? You don't always have to settle for threes come playoff time. Those mid-range shots are so valuable, Coach.
Well, especially those wide open. Go by the closeout. And now the Knicks are trying to get the last shot. Alec Burks will try to get used to being on the court.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
Almost a month, as a matter of fact. Burks. And can I get the bounce? And that'll take us to the half. No Jalen Brunson. Left late in the first quarter. Missed all of the second. Questionable to return. Pacers lead it by 10 with 73 first half points and raiding in the threes. Second round coverage on TNT is presented by Wingstop.
looks like the one that we always show with Kenny.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, French Bulldogs.
Oh.
Yeah. Kenny, when you dogs come in the...
That little pat down, though, he wasn't quite sure whether he was a go or not. Came out here for some warm-ups. And let's send it over to Chris Haynes with the latest. What'd you learn, Chris?
Guys, the latest is Jalen Brunson is a go. He came out and warmed up for the last 4 minutes on the clock leading up to the third quarter. I saw him go over to Tibbs and say, I can go. Now, I spoke with Tibbs, and he said he doesn't quite know how much he can use with Jalen, but he's going to monitor him to see the progress moving forward.
Well, on the anniversary of Willis Reed coming out of the tunnel, how would this be Jalen Brunson now? See how he moves, though.
I got stuck in the air, able to give it up and get it right back. And Josh Hart misses a three.
Well, I know this, Reg. They have struggled without him. He's missed 20 minutes of this series, and the Knicks are minus 25 without him.
And the Pacers keep it going here. Indiana leads it by 12. That is their biggest lead of the game as Nembhard scores the first of this second half. And a whistle, late whistle comes in. And it's going to be a two-shot foul. Giannonobi will go to the line.
Well, if Rick Carlisle, and more importantly, these Pacer players are smart, whomever Brunson is guarding at the defensive end, you've got to keep cutting. And you and I, we keep looking at Brunson right now, Coach. Number one, he changed shoes. These are different shoes that he had on in the first half. But he just doesn't look sure of himself as he's walking back and forth.
Not at all. A little bit of a limp, very uncomfortable, keeps adjusting his shoes, but The Knicks are going to need him to get going, and they're going to need to also, which this doesn't have a lot to do with Jalen Brunson, they're going to need to figure out a way to slow down this Indiana team who was great offensively in the first half, led by this guy.
73 first half points for the Pacers. That is the second most in a half in any playoff game in Pacers franchise history. They had a 74-point half against Cleveland back in 2017. They got 75 on the board now. DiVincenzo hits a three. Knicks needed that.
Dante can get hot here in a hurry. So they're just going to keep passing off whoever Brunson is guarding, so he doesn't have to guard anyone with the basketball.
Here's Siakam. He drives it. Can't finish it. Brunson with the ball in his hands.
Got to make those, Reg.
DiVincenzo, Hartenstein. That was Haliburton disrupting that. Turner gets it back to Haliburton. Nembhard up ahead. And the Pacers rev it up again. Force the turnover. Indiana back up 10. Brunson certainly does not look as explosive. Looking to be a passer here. That sets up DiVincenzo beautifully.
Well, we know this Knicks team never goes away.
Especially in this building. Trust me, I know.
Nembhard, he'll pull it. Nembhard, little mid-range jumper. He's got a nice stroke going right now. 6 of 8 from the floor, Reg. 12 points for Nembhard.
He only averaged 9 points a game in the regular season. He's got 6 straight games of 11 or more here in the playoffs.
DiVincenzo and hammers one down. They overplayed him, and DiVincenzo made him pay.
Well, in the first half, it was OG, and now to start this third quarter, it's Dante offensively here for the Knicks.
Turner barrels in, lost the handle. It'll be Pacer ball.
This is what happens because you're making threes. People want to deny you. You know that, Reggie. Shooters have to be great cutters. They got to be able to move without the ball.
DiVincenzo with 8 in the quarter. 16 for the game here. First 3 minutes of this third quarter. Brunson back on the floor. Siakam missed it. Hart the rebound. Bobby's on the floor on the other end. They're playing 4-on-4 here. And that was deflected. Brunson able to save it. And there is Brunson. No, Hart to put back. Offensive board and a score for the Knicks.
Well, it started with transition, so Indiana never got set, and it leads to an offensive rebound.
The 5th offensive rebound for the Knicks. Turned it into 6 second chance points, and that's a charge. Brunson hits the deck. Knicks ball.
Yeah, he's laboring on that foot right here. Still limping, but how about the heart Brunson is showing here? There's the offensive foul there by Miles Turner. The Knicks here, they've been awake here in this third quarter now.
Madison Square Garden. Game 2 of this best-of-7 second-round series. Pacers and Knicks. And more action coming your way tomorrow. ESPN takes over tomorrow. Doubleheader starting with Cavs Celtics. And then the Mavs and the Thunder. Those are game 2s there. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Celtics impressive in their win last night, as were the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder and the Wolves have been juggernauts in the Western Conference playoff run so far, haven't lost. Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands. He left the game 3:32 remaining in the first quarter. Did not play in the second quarter. It was called a right foot injury. At the time, questionable to return. He did return to start this third quarter here. Got a kick ball, reset the shot clock to 14.
Well, was it a kick ball? You see Miles Turner reacting here.
Saying it was his hand. They missed the big one in game one.
Yes.
Called the kicked ball on Indiana. That wasn't.
Knicks on a run here. Brunson gets to the basket, is fouled. In pain on the floor. He's got a chance at a three-point play.
And this crowd loves it with the man coming back.
But how does this happen, Coach? You can't let him get to a strong hand. If you're Haliburton, you've got to commit. You've got to take that away. Make him throw the ball to Josh Hart. Who cares if Josh Hart shoots a three? You can't get Brunson going, because if Brunson gets going, the crowd is back in it.
There's no question about that. And Josh Hart's had a great run, Reg, but the guy was a 31% three-point shooter.
Play the percentages.
This is a 14-4 run for the Knicks. And they are back within 2 after they trailed by 12. Right through the hands of Turner. Nembhard, too hot. A Pacers turnover. Nembhard picks up Brunson full court. There's light pressure to get the ball out of his hands. DiVincenzo guarded by Neesmith. No luck inside. Nice catch by Hartenstein. Here goes Hart. Hart with the left hand. And we're tied at 79.
I'll tell you what, Hartenstein can really pass the ball. His skills have really helped New York. 5 assists for him tonight.
Playmaker. Siakam. Missed it. Brunson the rebound. Knicks can take the lead here.
Well, Nembhard is the only guy who scored for Indiana here in the first 5 minutes.
Very reminiscent of game 1. Pacers had full control of that game until the second half.
In the corner, three-pointer is down. OG Anunoby hits another, his 4th 3. Pacers hustle back. Anunoby's got 26 points here. Approaching the halfway mark of this third quarter. Turner on a drive. Turner missed it. Anunoby defending. Hart behind the back, looking for help. DiVincenzo. The Villanova connection once again.
You know what's brilliant?
21-4 run to take a 5-point lead. Great ball movement there, pass from Hartenstein. Then Hart, after a basket, gets an assist to Anunoby. And Hart, another assist to DiVincenzo for the layup.
And it's been the Villanova Knicks here, scored 17 of the Knicks' 21 points this quarter. Dante with 10, Hart with 4, and Brunson with that 3-point play.
Look at that scoring summary here in the third after Indiana put 73 on the board in the first half. They have just 6 points in this third quarter. Needing a basket desperately here as Obi Toppin goes off the glass.
Looks like where he left off in that first half with a deuce here up to 15 off the bench here for the Pacers.
Well, this is where the Pacers have been at their best in the 2 games. It's when their bench guys are in the game.
Jalen Brunson coming it out here with a bad foot. A lot of contact. He gets it back. 3 to shoot here. Brunson's got to make a move now. Brunson tries to thread the needle, turns it over. Haliburton with a steal. Haliburton steps back, gives it up. Neesmith in the corner. No good. Hartenstein the rebound.
Coach, this is the right play. But in this point, if you're Haliburton, you got to be selfish. You've got to take that shot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, especially as well as he shot it in the first half, he has not taken a shot here in the second half.
It'll be a foul on Miles Turner. Obi Toppin looks a little shaken up.
He's limping around a little bit.
Well, it'll be Isaiah Hartenstein at the line for 2 shots. Knicks lead it by 3. They were down 12. Come roaring back with his big run as Hartenstein adds to the lead. And we remind you that the NBA on TNT is brought to you by the new Haagen-Dazs Chocolate Cookie Crumble Bar. That's Daz. Stay with us, Coach. Stay with us.
He's staring at that. Sounds pretty good right there.
We lost him for a minute, Reg.
Well, I've always said I don't like food commercials in the second halves of games. First half, okay, I would have already just eaten, but not in the second half.
There's a foul away from the ball. DiVincenzo clips Haliburton, bodied him up. Haliburton and DiVincenzo
having words over here.
Mark Davis.
Okay, well, it's about time.
well, every time DiVincenzo fouls somebody, he says the guy flopped, and he had the biggest flop in game 1.
He did.
To turn the game around, so let's not complain too much about flopping.
Why does all the drama happen always in front of Spike Lee, by the way? Here is McConnell, just back into the game. He missed it. Now Hart giving Brunson a break this set. Anunoby's had the hot hand. OG missed it badly. Haliburton got Toppin up ahead. Turner running with him. Haliburton in the corner. Closed out by Hartenstein. Good job getting back by the Knicks.
Hartenstein's in trouble. Haliburton's got to look to go.
Extra pass. Extra pass. Neesmith drives. Fade shoot. And Anunoby with a block. Brunson loses the handle. Haliburton. Brunson takes it right back. Anunoby lays it in.
That was right in that corner where they got that steal versus the Sixers, right?
That's exactly right. I thought Haliburton had a layup on that last drive, Reggie.
He did.
Still has not taken a shot here in the third quarter.
Did not take a shot in the fourth quarter in game 1, but he lit it up for 22 in the first half. McConnell drives on Hart, gets stuck, nowhere to go. That'll be Indiana ball.
Here's the dribble penetration by Neesmith. And that might have been Hartenstein with the block.
They were both up there. I think they both got
double block. And there's the hustle by Brunson. OG now up to 28 points. What a solid night offensively. Anunoby.
Well, that's where you and I are different, Reg. You're so good that you can call 28 points in 2 2/3 quarter a solid night. To me, that's a career night.
And for Anunoby, he had a career best 15 in that first quarter. Never done that, and he's having a monster game here.
I mean, Brian, when we were showing Reggie 8 points in 9 seconds. I was thinking, I once had a run in college where I had 8 points in 9 games.
Nice. That was a good run for you, Coach.
It was a very good run for me. That was on a heater. That's exactly right.
I like just checking the clock here to see if the ball hit the possession or not.
I think they're looking to see if it hit the rim or not.
That is J.B. DeRosa officiating just his 8th playoff game. Dad Joe officiated 22 NBA seasons, including 11 NBA Finals, a legacy. Hey, get the NBA app to stay locked into the playoffs with real-time scores, highlights, behind-the-scenes access. Download the NBA app powered by Microsoft. And now, so they're going to put the shot clock to 3, and now the Knicks want to take a timeout here. So 4:10 remaining in the third, shot clock at 3, Knicks up 7.
Make a great move to maximize his team's rest. We know they're going to play big minutes, Reg. So he let the referees go through all of that review before he took his timeout, and they end up with like a 5 or 6 minute rest right here.
3 to shoot. Indiana got to put it in and get a shot up. And there is Jeopardy is blocked by Hart. Hartenstein pulls it out in transition. Anunoby just throws it off the glass. And there is DiVincenzo in a wild scramble. And the Knicks are up 9, and look at this run by New York. And now a steal by Brunson. DiVincenzo pulls it back. Gets his teammates involved.
A 3 here for the Knicks.
Anunoby's
back-breaking, right?
Hobbled under the basket here. OG Anunoby. Here's Hart, short. Let's keep an eye on Anunoby. He was laboring to get back up the floor, and Brunson's going to take the foul.
It's a take foul.
Was it on the shot, though?
That's a take foul.
Yeah, it is a take
question.
foul.
Yeah, it is.
And they called it.
Well, let's just go through this sequence here.
It looked like maybe he cramped up right here.
Let's hope it's just a cramp.
Remember how he threw it off the glass? He got him right before that.
Look how he's holding that quad right there. That hamstring. There's the take foul. So now you've got 2 Knicks somewhat banged up. It was Brunson missing those 15 minutes in the first half, and now a rare miss by Haliburton, who continues to struggle in the second half here through these 2 games.
I don't know if he's struggling as much, Reg, as he's just not trying to do anything.
You got to be selfish. When you're the best player, when you're the star, you've got to be selfish.
Haliburton, there we go. Takes it himself that time and lays it in.
You got to be selfish, especially on the road. At home, you can get away with it because role players play better at home. But on the road, all eyes on you.
First basket of the second half for Tyrese Haliburton. The Knicks run now 20-4 as we approach the 3-minute mark. Brunson over McConnell. Friendly bounce. Jalen Brunson got to get out after missing the entirety of the second quarter. Coming back, Knicks got down 12. The Knicks are now in front by 9. Haliburton, shifty move, missed it. McConnell secures. Here is Shepherd in the corner.
That's
Big
huge.
shot for the rookie.
This guy's been unbelievable. 31% from three on the season, and now well over 50% here in the playoffs. He's made all three tonight.
Shepherd's got 11 in just 12 minutes of play.
11 from him off the bench and 15 from Toppin.
Oh my goodness, what a finish by Hart. Put a little English on it off the window. Toppin right back at him. Toppin with authority goes and scores, and one for Obi Toppin. With purpose, he goes to the basket.
The rookie here showing no signs of being afraid of the big moment. A perfect 3 from downtown. And Josh Hart continues just to carve up the Pacers' points in the paint. And Obi Toppin getting back at his former team here, looking for 18 off the bench for the Pacers.
Two big markers in this game for the Knicks. Brunson in the first quarter, and then OG Anunoby leaving late here in this third quarter. Chris Haynes is on the hunt, trying to get some information. Achua getting the minutes now. Already no Julius Randle. Mitchell Robinson hurt in game one, out for the rest of the playoffs. That's going to be a foul.
No, that's going to be
pardon. You're right.
A violation. They didn't get the ball over.
15 is the magic number. Knicks upset. They didn't call the foul, but the Knicks turn it over on the backcourt.
McConnell's pressure is really the one who created this. But give Isaiah Jackson credit. He didn't just lay back, Reg, then let Hartenstein bring it across. Great full-court pressure again by Indiana.
Remember, it was Miles Turner hit a buzzer-beating three at the end of the third in game one. Shepherd misses the three, and that's Siakam with the rebound. Offensive board for Indiana.
Well, they just ran a floppy action for a rookie. He missed the three.
Missed it. Toppin, the board. So 2 offensive rebounds, and Toppin scores.
Reg, they ran that action for Shepherd 3 times in game one.
Indiana with 11 offensive rebounds. They have 19 second chance points, beating the Knicks at their own game. Rattles it out. Brunson. And Hartenstein comes away with a loose ball. Brunson for 3. He got it. It hit every point of the rim and goes down.
What a soft touch shot right there by Jalen Brunson, who's in double figures now with 13.
Toppin for 3. In and out it goes. Knicks on the move.
Let's see if the Knicks want to put 2 for 1 possession here.
Brunson inside in traffic.
But who made the play up top? Hartenstein in his passing. That's 7 dimes now for Hartenstein.
And then Hartenstein's threatening a triple-double
sure
tonight.
is.
10 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists.
What a playmaker he's been. Pacers need one here, coming to the end of the third quarter. Isaiah Jackson not afraid, he missed it. Siakam missed the put back. Hart driving, Hart in transition. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson draws the foul, no shot, says Josh Tibbin.
Indiana did have a foul to give.
He side out with 2:09 remaining in this third quarter. Knicks have a chance at the last one here.
Ooh, that's close. Now, usually it's a handoff to Brunson coming in or a fake handoff.
DiVincenzo, no. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Jalen Brunson, a modern-day Willis Reed coming on here. Did not play in the second quarter. Comes out for the third. And the Knicks outscore the Pacers 36-18 in the third. You're watching the 2024 NBA playoffs. They're presented by Google Pixel. Off to the fourth we go in game 2.
Instantly.
at tonight's Corona Limelight, and we're looking at the Knicks in the fourth quarters of these playoff games here. 7 fourth quarters in the books. Look at the offensive rebounds. Out rebounding their opponent 31-15. Second chance points, huge. Does not look like a team, even though they're logging heavy minutes, that is tired in the fourth. Moments ago, Chris Haynes with Tom Thibodeau.
Coach, the Pacers had control there in the second quarter with Brunson out. Brunson comes back, turns the game around. Was it just as simple as him being back?
Yeah, well, it helps a lot to have him back, but the overall hustle by everybody, not giving in, and we got to play defense and get stops. We need to be more active in the shell, and then get into the open floor and share the ball.
Coach, if OG Anunoby is not able to return, who has to step up in this place to get this game?
Next man, step up, get it done. So Precious will be in there, Haliburton will be in there. Whoever the next guy is, get in there and get it done.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, that's exactly right. That's the way this Knicks team's been. They lost Julius Randle. They lost Bogdanovich in the first round series. They lost Mitchell Robinson the other night. Brunson was out, Anunoby is out, and now Chris Haynes has an update for us on OG Anunoby.
Guys, not good news for the New York Knicks. OG Anunoby has suffered a sore left hamstring and is out for the remainder of the game.
That's huge loss for the Knicks. He had 28 points up to this point. But Josh Hart, we talked about that graphic. He's played every minute here tonight, and it looks like he's going to go the rest of the way. This is going to be back-to-back games of 48 for Hart.
Actually, 3 in a row, because he was all 48 in Game 6 of the Phillies series also.
Pacers with the ball here, minute into this fourth quarter. McConnell rises up, hits a mid-range jump shot, and McConnell has played 19 minutes tonight. That's his third made basket. They've all been twos. He's got 11 assists, does McConnell, in this game. DiVincenzo gets everybody off their feet. Oh, blocked by Jackson. Isaiah Jackson coming from behind.
Nice recovery there by Jackson.
Yeah, he had 3 blocks in Game 1 in limited minutes, using his athleticism in this series and making a big impact.
Yeah, we know this is usually when Jalen Brunson takes over games in the fourth quarter.
5 to shoot. DiVincenzo pulls a long 3, guarded. Achua, the offensive rebound.
Well, this is what New York does to teams in the fourth quarter, is they get on the glass.
And a lot of times their best offense is a missed shot.
Got the pace where they want it right here to start it. Hart missed the layup. Achua again for it. Got another offensive rebound, and it'll be a shot clock violation. That one did not hit the rim. And the Pacers will get the ball back here. Indiana made the first basket of the second half and led by 12. But then the Knicks come roaring back with 36 on the board in the third quarter. Pacers down 4. Just getting started here in quarter number 4. Knicks lead 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. McConnell, same spot, same result.
He's absolutely dominating the paint area here in games 1 and 2 off the bench.
And defending Brunson very well, just keeping extreme pressure on him. Brunson really having to work here.
Brunson off the glass, scores. Wow, and 1. Brunson just took all that contact. Mean mugging, don't touch me.
And he's having words with McConnell here. There's a little shove right there. Takes the contact, and it was Jackson who came over late to try to block the shot with the contact, who picked up the foul.
And I think McConnell knows, though, Reggie, it's not just about stopping Jalen Brunson. It's about wearing on him.
Yes.
He knows he's got the bad foot. He's really making him work.
Good call. Brunson finishes off a 3-point trip down the floor.
But again, this is Brunson time come fourth quarter. He
sure is.
21 points in game 1 in the fourth. Getting off to a good start here.
Fourth quarters for the Knicks are Brunson and offensive rebounds.
Siakam. Nice little fake, can't get it to go. Jackson fighting for it, and a foul. Loose ball foul on the Knicks.
Great hustle there by Isaiah Jackson, keeping that possession alive for the Pacers.
Isaiah Jackson in game one played 13 minutes, had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. He came out with instant energy, and he's given him that look here in the fourth quarter.
Well, there's no question. Look, this guy kept working all year. Jalen Smith was ahead of him in the rotation, and then he supplanted Jalen Smith in limited minutes in the first round of the playoffs, and now he's made an impact both of these games.
Right now, Pacers 44-10 advantage. Now, that's nothing shocking, but they had 46 bench points in game one.
Let's take a look at our FanDuel live point spread for tonight's game. Started with the Knicks favorite. It's right there once again. Did you see that sequence here? Brunson and McConnell jawing at each other. Rick Brunson, Jalen's father on the bench, stands up, yells at his son to quiet down and play. No more jawing.
Well, this is two really competitive guys going at it, and McConnell relishes the challenge.
He's not going to back down. He actually loves it.
And he's a great defender.
They switch it. Brunson fires. Brunson missed it. McConnell the board. Look out from behind. Neesmith chases it down. Now Shepherd into traffic. Down to a knee, and that's going to be a foul on the Knicks as they get Brunson. Well, Shepherd went in there with reckless abandon and gets the foul.
Well, look, you're in the second round in the playoffs, and this is a storied history between these two franchises. There's not a lot of love lost, and these guys are trying to write their own chapter here. I love it.
It's going to be a great matchup all series long. Siakam's got Hart on him. Tough to budge Hart, but Siakam shoots right over him and scores. Finally gets one to go. Siakam has had a number of in-and-out jump shots.
But he's now got a real size advantage on Hart that he didn't have on OG Anunoby.
D'ing up Hart. Now Jackson on him, trying to get it to DiVincenzo. Pacers turning up the defensive pressure. DiVincenzo. Flurry of moves, finds Hart. Hart drives, got to shoot. And in desperation, DiVincenzo misses the three. Just got it off in time, but never got set.
Well, that's excellent defense by the Pacers.
I like this matchup better for New York, having Precious Achiuwa on Siakam.
Oh, nice crossover by McConnell with the left hand and a little spin. TJ McConnell, spicy.
How about the English TJ put on that, right? Little right to left crossover by McConnell here. The Pacers starting to make a dent, only down 1 now.
1998. My backcourt mate Mark Jackson, the first triple-double in Pacers playoff history. There's Allen Houston in 99. Larry Johnson with that 4-point play that still gives me nightmares, guys. And in 2000, we finally cracked the code by beating these Knicks and moving on to the finals, only to lose to Shaq and Kobe and the Lakers in 6.
That was your final playoff game at MSG, Reggie. 34-point performance. And that 6 times in that 8-year span. Those 2 clusters of 3 in a row. Rick Carlisle, Tom Thibodeau were assistant coaches in that group of 3 we just showed you. Here's Josh Hart for 3. Got it. Pure stroke. Center cut.
But Coach, he's going to have to do it for the rest of the way because I'm going to play the percentages with Hart making down those 3s.
Just the second field goal in this 4th quarter for the Knicks. Siakam, another tough bucket for the Pacers.
But again, 2 buckets in a row for him. No OG Anunoby, who has been his primary matchup in the series.
Hamstring injury for Anunoby, reported Chris Haynes.
They're going to come back and double Brunson.
I like it. Deflection by Neesmith, 8 to shoot. And substitutions coming back as Haliburton returns, Nembhard returns, and Anunoby will not return for the Knicks.
What an evening for T.J. McConnell as he's getting ready to get subbed out.
It's receding. It's receding.
10 points, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds.
If I'm the Knicks, I'm going to use Josh Hart, Tyrese Haliburton's man, to set the screen every time. I'm going to make Tyrese Haliburton play some defense. Either switch on to Brunson or you're going to blitz him and leave somebody open. I'm going to make him be involved in every defensive possession.
Well, I would blitz every time Brunson has the ball and he's initiating it.
Kick ball by Nembhard, reset it to 14. 5 minutes gone by here in this 4th quarter. Set up for another terrific matchup between these 2. Brunson battling his way in, finishes with the right hand.
We're going to see how it goes, Reg, but Rick Carlisle may have to bring T.J. McConnell back in later in this quarter after he gets a little rest to guard Jalen Brunson. He's been by far the toughest matchup for him.
The 32-year-old T.J. McConnell. Turner fouled, it goes. Haliburton with a beautiful pass to his big man. Pacers can turn it into a 3-point trip down the floor.
I mean, this is good work by Nembhard. He's working hard, but Brunson's still able to get to the rim. And then Haliburton thinking step back, which I like, and finds Turner underneath for the and-one opportunity here.
Miles Turner, good free throw shooter. And in and out it goes, so they can't capitalize.
Play-by-play jinx. Play-by-play jinx.
I was thinking at first. 2-point Knicks lead with the ball. Coming up on the halfway point of this 4th quarter is Brunson with Nembhard on him. He'll pull a 3. Oh, Jalen Brunson, dead-eye.
Jalen Brunson has killed that matchup. Nembhard's a good defender. He's killed that matchup for 2 games. They're going to have to do something different here, Reg.
It's his 3rd 3, and on a sore foot, that might be his best offense. Siakam and Hart with the foul. No shot here, says Mark Davis. Josh Hart commits the foul, however.
Look how he's tracking him, Coach, right? Pity pat, keeping him off balance in a little slight step back for the 3 for Brunson.
Well, you notice Nembhard doesn't get into him as much as McConnell does. He's able to give him a little space.
14 foul for the Knicks, by the way. Hart picked up his 2nd. Turner passes up a 3. Couple steps in, kicks it. Nembhard for 3. Look out!
And that's the trade-off because Nembhard can knock down 3s, whereas T.J. McConnell doesn't want to shoot that shot.
And how about Miles Turner at 6'11", doing some playmaking right there. What a pass.
I'm going to go back and screen with Hart here and really screen him.
I would just trap him. Why don't they just trap him and get the ball out of his hand and make Hart make a play or take a 3?
Well, he won't shoot the 3. He'll take it and drive it and try to make plays, and then Rick Carlisle's worried about the offensive rebounding.
Clutch in the 4th quarter. Those clutch points inside 5 minutes. Game within 5 points. He has been at the top of the list Fouls on Nembhard, which is his fourth. Almost a turnover. Brunson, he fires another one straight away. No good. Hartenstein there. Hartenstein secures it and throws it out of bounds. And it'll be Indiana ball. Down 2 with 5:21 left in regulation.
Hartenstein 3 assists away from a triple-double. 11 rebounds now to go with those 10 points.
And 11 offensive rebounds as well. DiVincenzo right with Haliburton every step. Haliburton and a deflection. DiVincenzo got the steal. Hart out ahead of the pack. Hart denied, and that'll be Knicks ball. No foul, just out of bounds on the block. And the Knicks have it here with 5 minutes to go.
Well, another clutch situation for the Knicks.
And here's
7th time in 8 playoff games.
Close game is going to favor the Knicks because they've been in so many of them in these playoffs. The Pacers haven't, so they don't. This is uncharted waters. They've only been in a couple of these tough games here in the playoffs.
Away from the ball, Brunson hits the deck, and the foul.
Was it Siakam?
Yeah, it is Siakam. I was waiting to see it. Mark Davis had a couple of options there, but Siakam with the foul.
Right there, yep.
Yeah, Brunson set a good, solid screen.
Uh-oh, Siakam and Hartenstein.
This is what you like, Reg.
I love it. Yes.
This is what you like.
You ain't out here to make friends. Go on dates. Let's go to work.
Josh Hart gets inside. Hartenstein right there. Great action.
Right where he always is when you drive the ball. Right there, dotted circle, front of the rim. Hart knows he's there. His 6th assist of the night.
Look at those numbers. 12, 11, and 7 for Hartenstein. Set up by Hart. Now Siakam on the drive. He finds Nembhard. Haliburton passes another one up. Now takes a tough shot and scores. Took a page out of Hartenstein's book right there.
There you go. But it's good to see him. His first shot he's taken in the 4th quarter of this series.
And only the second that he's taken in this second half.
DiVincenzo.
At half court, and they move the ball to a 3. That's Rick Carlisle's fear. Let's see if they go back and trap him again.
Hartenstein with another assist.
Nembhard got caught in the air. He finds Siakam though. Neesmith keeps it alive. What do we got here?
Foul.
There's going to be a foul.
Foul on Precious.
JB DeRosa comes in for the call on Achua. In there for OG Anunoby. And that's going to send him to the line and the penalty here.
Siakam, going for that rebound there, and there's the contact there by Precious.
Pacers down 5 with 2 free throws coming for the man they picked up to deliver in the playoffs in moments like this. 2 for Siakam.
Well, we'll see what Indiana does coming back. Last time they trapped Brunson right as he came across half court. That's a lot of ground to cover.
Don't forget tomorrow, ESPN, Cavs, Celtics, Mavs, Thunder. Game 2's there. Go to the NBA app or NBA.com.
In these playoffs, this is really where Siakam has struggled from the free throw line, especially down the stretch for the Pacers.
Pacers are 0 for 5 from the free throw line this quarter. Knicks lead it by 5. Ball control here, getting the pace where they want. Brunson, a 3-pointer, no good. And it's DiVincenzo with the board. He finds it. Offensive rebounds turn into second chance points. And the Knicks are up 7.
And again, I'll say it, the Knicks' best offense is an offensive rebound.
You're watching second round coverage on TNT. It's presented by Wingstop. Get up for the playoffs at NBAstore.com. Choose from jerseys, tees, hats, and more. NBAstore.com. Fanatics Experience. Michael J. Fox, Chris Rock, Ben Stiller. Commissioner is here. Adam Silver. And Reggie Miller is here. And what a game we have. 3.5 to go. Pacers were down 8 to start the quarter. They're down 7 right now. And Haliburton lets a 3 fly and hits one. Big shot for the Pacers.
Huge possession right there.
Yeah, and I don't know why Precious Achiuwa is that far back on the pick and roll.
The Knicks in closing time in game 1, the last 4.5 minutes.
Coach.
They did not miss. As DiVincenzo gives it to Hartenstein, he's fouled. And they'll send Hartenstein to the line.
I like the idea, Reggie, of getting the ball out of Brunson's hands, but they're coming so far out to trap.
Right.
It makes your back 3 guys have a lot of ground to cover. I think I'd rather back up, blitz the pick and roll, come a little bit later. The Knicks have seen a lot of this, and they execute very well against it.
That 5-1 record in the clutch inside 5 minutes. And within 5 points, they have been great finishing off games. As Hartenstein calmly hits the free throw, and he's 3 for 3. Playoff career high in minutes in game 1, Hartenstein. He played 36 minutes. 13 points, had 6 rebounds and 4 assists, and he's topped those numbers here tonight across the board.
You know what they call it when a Knicks starter plays 36 minutes, Brian?
An off night. A
load management.
Okay, good.
Load management.
6-point Knicks lead. Anunoby will not return. Brunson playing with a sore left foot. Haliburton just hit a big 3. Now he's got Achiuwa on him. DiVincenzo guarding Siakam underneath. Turner's going to let it fly, and he missed it.
You got to get a better shot than that coming down the stretch. A step back for Miles Turner, that's not going to get it done.
Hart and Brunson working together here.
No double team this time.
Pacers need a stop. Knicks trying to add to it. Brunson going to work. Turnaround. Good!
And that's when you should go get him, right? When he starts to dance like that,
that's exactly
That's
right.
when you got to hit him with a double team.
23 for Brunson, missed the entire second quarter. Siakam, no, Hart the rebound. Knicks can smell it now.
And then we've got numbers. Neesmith is down. 5-on-4 here.
Brunson shot fake. And now DiVincenzo gives it back to him with 10 to shoot. 2 minutes to go in regulation.
Here comes the knockout blow.
DiVincenzo, and Neesmith knocked it out of his hands. DiVincenzo, no. Hart with the rebound, no. Loose ball foul on Josh Hart.
That's
and it'll
huge.
be Pacers ball.
I believe they're going to be at the free throw line as well.
Indeed.
Yes. So not only do you get to score with no time coming off the clock here, you can reset your defense and talk about what are you going to do with Jalen Brunson.
Well, this is big, though. They can get it back to 6 right here without running any clock whatsoever.
Indiana is just 8 of 15 from the line. Haliburton's 4 of 5 now. Minute 51 remaining. Knicks trying to go up 2-0. Pacers trying to win one on the road and go back to Indianapolis even in this series as Haliburton hits a couple of clutch free throws.
If it were me, Reg, I know he's not a 3-point shooter. I would have gotten McConnell back in the game right here on the defensive end.
Nembhard guarding Brunson in those 4 fouls.
And here they want to put Haliburton in that screen.
Josh Hart finds DiVincenzo. A 3-pointer is good. DiVincenzo delivers again.
And how is Neesmith getting caught so low down on that screen and roll?
Haliburton denied. Couple of Knicks met him at the apex. DiVincenzo strikes again with another big 3.
6 of them here on the evening tonight. Late on the rotation, and Dante making them pay.
He just gets caught down below Hartenstein.
Pacers ball. Neesmith for three. That one's good.
What an answer.
Wow.
What an answer. But can they stop? Can they stop anyone, Coach?
That's why I'd get McConnell back in the game. He was the one guy giving Brunson some trouble.
Knicks lead by 6. And we got a whistle and a double dribble.
Double dribble.
And it's going to be a Knicks turnover. Josh Timmons came in for the call. Now he and J.B. DeRosa come together. Let's see.
Where? I don't see it.
The other hand touched the ball.
Gosh.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Mark Davis comes in to have his say.
Can they take a look at it?
They
took it away.
Yeah. But now what do you have on the clock?
Rick Carlisle is incensed.
Well, how's it inadvertent? I heard it.
Yeah, it wasn't inadvertent.
I heard the whistle and the call.
That sounds better than I blew the call.
Right. And the signal. He signaled double dribble.
But it does look like he didn't double dribble.
The Knicks don't have much time to get this ball over.
No. As soon as it hits 15.
Hart's just got to blow it up the floor, and he does.
Knicks by 6.
They're going to get out of the way here and just let Brunson go. Not much time. I'd come get him now.
4 to shoot. Brunson rises up. In and out it goes. And it's a Chua with the board. DiVincenzo missed it. And the ball's loose. Who touched it last? It's going to be Knicks ball. DiVincenzo didn't need to shoot that quickly.
How many times, though, are we going to see this? The Knicks' fourth quarter just dominating the offensive glass and getting extra opportunities. It's every fourth quarter.
That was a good call. It did hit the foot of Haliburton.
And look at Hartenstein. He's kind of holding that right elbow and arm.
5th offensive rebound for the Knicks this quarter. 52.9 seconds left. Knicks looking for a put-away punch right here. And they give the ball to their best player. Brunson. Trying to shoot. Brunson drives. Brunson scores! Trying to put the lights out on the Indiana Pacers.
And, Coach, to your point, T.J. McConnell not on the floor here because Jalen Brunson, again, missed the whole second quarter with that foot injury, but put the dagger in the Pacers.
For yourself hitting clutch threes, and these Villanova trio with Hart in the Sixers series, DiVincenzo in game 2.
Who has given Brunson any trouble in this series?
Carlisle got a tech. That's why Brunson was at the line right there. Got a tech while we were in a break.
And BA, to your point, the Villanova Knicks, 22 of the 27 fourth quarter points. But more importantly, I keep saying that the Knicks' best offense is a missed shot. They are dominating the offensive glass in this fourth quarter once again.
5 offensive rebounds, turn it into 6 second chance points. Haliburton puts it in prayer. He was looking for a foul. And here comes Brunson. Brunson is fouled. They rise to their feet at Madison Square Garden with 33 seconds left.
Well, Reggie, all we keep hearing about with the Knicks is they play their guys too many minutes. They got to give these guys rest. Hart's on his 4th game of the playoffs playing every minute. Brunson's played every minute of the second half. And yet, they're the ones that make all the energy and effort plays in the 4th quarter.
And again, Carlisle ejected.
Yeah, he just got thrown out, Rick Carlisle. And again, the Knicks doing this with the injury in this game to OG as well. And going forward, his availability for game 3.
That could be massive.
After losing Mitchell Robinson in game 1, Brunson adds to his second half total. 24 points in the second half for Brunson. This is what got Rick Carlisle tossed out, clapping in the face of Mark Davis. And then that second tee, and he's gone.
But to me, Coach, this goes back to the start of this 3rd quarter. When the Pacers had the 10-point lead, they came out way too cool, too casual, not knowing if Brunson was going to play in the second half or not. They thought this game was over, and that's when they should have really put their foot on the pedal and got that lead up to 16 or 17.
Yeah, there's no question. Look, no game is over with this New York Knicks team.
In this building. In this building especially.
Brunson misses both.
Pacers got to go quick here. See the numbers for Brunson as Miles Turner will miss the 3. DiVincenzo the rebound. And Neesmith's going to get the foul. They'll send DiVincenzo to the line. These Knicks, they are made for the close late games over and over again in these playoffs. They're going to go to 6-1 now in games in the clutch. How about this? The Nova trio, Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Hart, combining for 74 points. In game 1, in the 4th quarter, the Knicks scored 39 points. The Nova 3 went for 34. Just winners.
What do you think Jay Wright is saying?
Yeah. Right? Here's my boys.
I think they said fuck you.
Uh-oh. Josh Hart coming over and let Reggie have it. And DiVincenzo makes it 130-118. Final score will not be indicative of the grinder that this was as Haliburton hits a 3.
Well, and Haliburton ends up with 34, but it's a little deceptive, Reggie. He didn't have much impact on this game in the second half.
No, not at all. No more fouls. The New York Knicks are going to go up 2-0 in this best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal series. And a rivalry renewed is in the Knicks' favor as they win the first 2 games at home. Gutting performance by Brunson. Hartenstein, a monster game with 12 rebounds and 8 assists to go along with 14 points. Foot injury for Brunson. Took him out of the game late first quarter, missed the whole second quarter. T.J. McConnell was on the bench in crunch time.
And there's going to be a lot of questions going forward about these Knicks and the injuries. How is that foot going to, swell up after this game for Jalen Brunson and OG and that hamstring?
There'll be a lot to discuss, and it's every other day for the next few games here as we send it over to Chris Haynes.
I'm here with Jalen Brunson. Jalen, when it was time to hit a big shot, you hit it. When it was time to make a big play, you made it. We didn't know if you were going to come out here in the second half after sitting out the second quarter with that foot injury. Was there any doubt that you were going to be able to return?
I'm just happy I did. I'll be honest with you. We found the way. That's it.
Jalen, I know you. You're pretty even keel. You don't show too much emotions. That third quarter, you and T.J. McConnell get into it. Competitiveness right there, but we saw a fireness from you that we don't see too much. What started that? What impacted that?
Competing against TJ, man, it's something. I got a lot of respect, a lot of love for him, and I mean, we're both competing, and so that's that. And I respect the hell out of him, really. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Jalen, your team is resilient. You guys, offensive rebounds, get the 50-50 balls. Josh Hart, Dante, the list goes on and on. How are you guys able to just fight like that and claw and always seem to get the best of your opponent?
I mean, we just find ways. I think for us, it just starts with our habits. And we talked about doing the little things since day one. And so the little things matter, and you never know when they're going to help you in a big game. You never know when and which game. So it's all about doing little things every single day, and I think we pride ourselves on that.
Ready for Indiana?
I'm going to try to be.
Appreciate the time, Jay. Take care.
Well,
back to you, B.A.
Thank you, Chris. You know, Gainbridge Fieldhouse is going to be rocking, and there are some questions, Stan, going into Game 3 on Friday.
Well, yeah, and his answer wasn't real definitive.
Right.
He said, Chris Haynes said, you're going to be ready for Game 3. He said, going to try to be.
Well, adrenaline is carrying him right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I think he'll play. They'll be fine. But for the Pacers, they played great through 2.5 quarters. Great in the first half. They've had a big lead in each of these first 2 games. They've got to keep the pace up, really starting in the second half.
Let's give a shout out to Hilliard Robinson and Angela Lazinski. Great job turning this court.